So I've got a couple kits I'm going to start working on tonight. Hopefully I get back down to the workbench after dinner, after watching a little bit of NASCAR, and start working on this one. This is Tamiya's Toyota Supra 124 scale. This is a sharp little Supra. I remember back in the day when the Toyota Celicas were really good. I had a friend of mine that had a 75 Toyota Celica GT or 77, and that thing, you could just throw around the place. I mean, we literally ran it into a ditch and ran it back out of a ditch, and it was great. Could power shift this thing, and it was indestructible. I don't think you could run this in a ditch and bring it back out, but still, sharp cars, great handling cars. The one that I saw in town, which inspired me to buy the kit and eventually want to build it, is in red, and it's slammed to the ground, has different set of tires and rims. Mine, on the other hand, is going to be basically box stock, but still, I mean, it's got great lines. I don't know if this is left and right hand drive. If it's right hand drive, so be it. But it came in this box. It showed 4 colors, and you get it in red. All right, and then you could also build it in matte storm gray metallic or downshift blue, and then of course on the other side they had the lightning yellow. Now, knowing my experience with the yellow paints from anyone, I decided I wanted to do something different. So for this kit, I went to scalefinishes.com, and I picked up 2021 Toyota Sea Glass Metallic. And I like this one because it has a little bit of a green tint to it. I've always liked green on cars. I like colors on cars. There's accent colors for the interior within the seat inserts, some side panels, as well as for the console. That's what I've got this for. This is metallic red, and I'm going to use that for the accent color to the sea glass metallic. I think even with the slight green tint to this that I can tell, I think it'd look good, those two. So basically, that's what I've got on the workbench to start hopefully this evening. Good morning, welcome back to the workbench here at Scale Models Midwest. As always, I'm David, and I hope you're having a great weekend. As always, too, thanks for checking out this channel and seeing what we build. Hopefully, it's inspiring you to build the cool kits of your own. As always, like and subscribe, tell your friends about this, help to get the word out on our channel and what we're building. Wanted to show you, I got the kit finished, and I had a video for this last night, but I decided to redo it because this morning in my feed, I got a couple of videos that showed up from Blue Ox Model Shop and from Paul over at Left Coast Model Builds. These are two excellent builders. If you haven't had a chance, go like and sub them. Paul, especially over at Left Coast Model Builds, came up with this idea of a model cars and coffee showcase for everybody to do over the past 3 weeks, I think. And while I don't have a cup of coffee today, I promise I will have one for next week, but I do have my kit. This is the one I finished last night. This is Tamiya's 124 scale 2021 Toyota GS Supra. This is a fantastic kit. One of the best kits I think I have ever built, and I'm not mincing any words on that. I've built hundreds of kits over almost, what, 50 years, and this is by far one of the best, probably in my top 10, if not top 5. And let me tell you why. The kit's scale fidelity to the real thing is right there on the mark. The detail, the lines, the panels, it's just got that look. I liked it so much when I went to the hobby store, I saw it and I picked one up. So they have another one at the hobby store now. I'm going to be going over there today, and if it's still there, I saw it last week, I'm going to pick it up because this is a good kit. I'm going to build a second one. The paint, I did 5 coats total of scale finishes Toyota Sea Glass Metallic, which has a little bit of a green tint to it. I like it. I like green cars for some odd reason. I think probably after seeing way back in the 80s, Troy Trepanier built a 60 Chevy Biscayne, if I remember correctly, that was done pro street style, and it was a seafoam green. And ever since then, I have just been a fan of any hue of green, from the Brewster green that's on the 73 Pontiac Trans Am that John Wayne drove in McHugh, to, of course, the Highland green that is in Bullet, or is on the car from Bullet. Of course, my last 2 Mustangs I built, different shades of green. I just love green, so this one, the little green tint, I'm glad I chose this one. I'm also glad I did the interior the way that I did. I've got a picture or two of on that to share. The interior, I had 4 colors. I had German gray for the package shelf, lower half of the dashboard. The parts of the side panels were also done some light gray. I also used semi-gloss black as well as flat black from Tamiya for the inserts. The dash was also semi-gloss black. A lot of decals on this, the steering wheel grips, as well as the side panels, console, and the tops of the seats were done in Tamiya's metallic red lacquer through the airbrush, LP46. I did that, and then I cleared them before I put them on the seats, but the seats themselves were left semi-gloss black and flat black. Then the kit itself, I did do 3 coats of 2K clear, let it sit for a week to harden and cure, and then I did a quick little polish out, and it just is sharp. I mean, it looks really good under the lights. The glass, I, for the first time ever, was working with masks, and Tamiya's masks are nothing short of spectacular on this. They had masks for the outside of the small quarter windows. They had the masks for the insides. And then, as I was watching June's mini garage video that he had about 3-4 years ago, building this very kit, he had also put tape over the outsides of the windows so you can avoid having a kind of overspray or what have you. I did just that, and the windows, as you can see, they masked and came out perfect. Not a single cleanup was needed. I do have 2 items on the kit that I noticed as I put this together, and didn't see it until this morning. I have a slight smudge right here at the very top of the driver's side window, and it's on the inside. I did not notice this until I had it all buttoned up. And then the side marker lights, they should actually be out front. I looked at the decal placement incorrectly. I did get them on the back fine, but you know, it's obvious it's there. You know, that's where the turn signal should be, in the front of the wheel well. So if you're building this kit, watch that. The next kit I build of this, when I do, I'd like to take the black part of the two-piece wheel setup and paint that more of a brass monkey look. The brass monkey is kind of like a really dark copper color that you see on the Dodge Challengers, the Hellcats, and what have you. And I've always liked that color of rim. I'd like to do that for my Mustang someday, but you know, the price they're charging for the wheels, I'm sticking with my stock ones. I'm fine with that. You know, it's not hurting me. So meanwhile, you know, got this. My daughter asked me if I would want to own this car for real, and I'm like, yeah, if I could afford it, most definitely. I would have this in my driveway. Although I wouldn't be the only one driving it. I know my wife knows how to drive a stick a little, so I'd be fighting for driving time with that. If I taught my daughter how to drive a stick, I'd be fighting for driving time and seat time with her on that, because this is, after all, a two-seater, and there's 3 of us. So, you know, it is what it is. But still, beautiful car in miniature, beautiful car in real life. If you have an opportunity to build this kit, get it, build it, and display it. Build it how you want, paint it how you want. I think this would look really sharp in some kind of racing livery. I don't know if this one's out there as a racing style, and I don't know if there's any kind of wide body kits for these as they do for like the Liberty Walks, R32s, and what have you. But if there was, I'd snag that and do that for my next kit as well. It's just that good of a kit, and I hope you like it as well. So with that, I'm gonna go and get this buttoned up, get myself refilling my water, and get ready for the July 4th weekend coming up. We got a parade that my car's in, and our team's going to be walking the parade, as well as my birthday coming up. So I've got a few days off where I can sit at the workbench and do some building. So stay tuned for the next video. We'll show you what we got coming up, and what we'll be putting on the bench next. Until then, keep building the cool kits. Have a great rest of the weekend. We will catch you in the next video.